The MiHoyo community has gone into uproar as voice actors begin unionizing. These unions began late August of last year when it was more noticeable then and has prolonged until now. Voice actors from video games like Genshin Impact and Zenless Zone Zero have striked against companies like Electronic Arts, also known as EA Activision, Insomniac Games, Blindlight, and Formosa Interactive. The union name of these strikes is the Screen Actors Guild American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, or SAG-AFTRA for short. The effects of which caused video game characters' voice actors to either being replaced or the character being silent for most of the time. One of the main reasons for these strikes are the concerns of artificial intelligence usage and seeking better wages, contracts, compensation, and residuals. Even though I'm a bit of a dumbass and don't know what half of all this means, regardless I'd like to leave some kind of input on this, especially after seeing the fanbase go into hysteria. From recent media, the voice actor for Paimon, a key character in Genshin Impact, who I will not name, posted a TikTok claiming that YouTubers and streamers have no place to talk on the voice acting industry. Keep in mind that there are voice actors who are streamers, especially noting Ether and Sinos Vass. The voice actor for Riostly states that the English voice actors are using the mission of the strikes as a way of getting themselves out of work. The voice actor for Paimon, as aforementioned, is even being called out as a hypocrite for making these comments. I'll be posting these videos and sources through a pinned comment, but that's besides the point. But as stated by a Reddit user, it's really weird that no one calls out Paimon's voice actor. Like she gave her excuse of medical bills and such, but the largely vocal VAs seem to be siding with her despite, as you say, the collective work refusal mostly coming down to her participation. Even if this post isn't entirely accurate, she's still being a huge hypocrite as the biggest voice in the game. And to this I agree with. I, myself don't know dem crap about voice acting, but within industries like these, there's always mandatory benefits, since obviously contracts have their own residuals depending on the voice actor. She even tried to cover herself up, in an attempt to stay out of the drama by saying her crash out video was made by AI on her Bluesky account. I find this not only embarrassing but also hypocritical as aforementioned. She has no sense of responsibility in this, so much so that the Chinese community has even stated that Paimon's voice was annoying. Me personally, I just skip the dialogue partially. But outside of that, from Riostly's voice actor and many other sources, since Genshin is of Chinese development, the company already has a policy where artificial intelligence cannot be used without the consent of voice actors. And I believe the same policy falls under the English voice actors. Here's her crash out video, though I will pause at certain points to try and explain things through my voice to make a more centralized opinion.
Okay, here's the thing. If voice actors, both non-union and union, in a video game want a game to go union, the game should go union.
First of all, you're working on a non-union game, so nothing would change if Hoyo decided to go union. But since Genshin players have been screwed for more than 8 months because of y'all have no point, or I'd say place to talk because of your actions. So you have no say whether a company goes union or not. So frankly, you have no decision over a company.
Nobody else's opinion matters. That's it. And YouTubers don't know anything.
As I've stated before in the video, you have colleagues who are YouTubers and streamers. You have Sinos VA, you have Lily Pichu who voices Sayu, and not to mention Amalie. So all of these colleagues of yours, do they not have an opinion in this too, or what?
YouTubers don't know anything. They're not voice actors. They've never been in my industry. They don't know what my industry is about.
I hate the fact that you're trying to centralize, they don't know what my industry is about, as if you're trying to make yourself special. There are many other voice actors who have gone through worse stuff, so you trying to centralize this on yourself as on an industry? You are really hypocritical.
They don't know anything about SAG. They don't know anything about being a non-union actor either. Stop telling me to go to liars. Liars. They are paid to lie to you.
First of all, you're making a centralized idea about YouTubers lying to people. But first of all, again, you're making yourself centralized. Plus, who knows how many people have been talking about this subject, and from like reliable sources from other voice actor experiences. So you're just licking the boot of, I'd say, how do I put it? Alright, that's what it's called. Bandwagoning. So, frankly, again, you have no point or place to be talking about this kind of stuff.
Also, I'm sorry, they have more incentive to lie. They have more of an incentive to lie because idiots like you fall for their they get paid for that.
Again, you once more embarrass yourself by calling the people who you're responding to idiots. So, one, not only have you pretty much lost your job because you're referring to fans who are concerned or whatever the hell you responded to an idiot, so that means your job's getting revoked, your reputation gone, money and slash income depleted. So again, just by saying that, you've embarrassed yourself over who knows what. So besides all you're still in the game, you're still being paid, so you have no point to be arguing because you're a bandwagon.
Hello? God forbid I want my industry to actually, like, I don't know, function, and that everybody gets paid and everybody gets, like, healthcare. Did you know that, like, once things become union, people get paid a lot more? So people are like, oh, but, you know, then some non-union actors will have to join the union. Yeah, they'll be able to, easily, because they'll get paid more.
So yes, as I'm seeing, even though union actors get paid more than non-union actors, there is something that people who are in SAG, they believe that once SAG-AFTRA gets what they want, they're just going to turn their back on them. Plus, you guys are being paid through a loan program, so there's really nothing that can actually prove your point, aside from the fact that, yes, even though people do get paid more in the union, what's the point in calling out non-union members, even though you're working on a non-union game? It's kind of dumb, not gonna lie.
Also, there are options that the union has to help pay for those things. There are options to help people pay for the union dues within SAG, but you don't know that. Oh my god, it's almost like you're not an actor. It's almost like you're not a voice actor.
It's almost like you're not a voice actor.
And neither are these YouTubers. But bottom line is that both non-union actors and union actors in a video game want it to go union and have wanted it to go union for a long time. Wow! So nobody else's opinion that is super fucking wrong anyway matters. Hope this helps.
After that embarrassing video, it's a big possibility that Paimon's voice actor could be recast because of her comments and remarks, and other voice actors who've stepped down to support the cause. And honestly, calling someone an idiot is not only uncalled for but also incredibly rude that she's referring to someone who's been waiting for 8 months for the game to return to normal casting. Plus, the idea of, it's almost like you're not a voice actor, is extremely hypocritical because obviously someone who's not a voice actor is going to know this stuff. So really, you've ruined your reputation within the community. And as I stated before, she has colleagues who have a streamer or YouTube social network to interact with fans outside of convention panels and other events. In my opinion, even though, yes, I may be biased in this situation, her attitude and reaction gives not only an embarrassing image but leaves her within more bias. And as making this video, more news regarding new castings have also incidented other voice actors in Genshin to harass and bully the substitute/new cast of Kainichi, a character that released in the newest region. And honestly, it's a bad look on the voice actors. Half of the things that have occurred through 2 weeks have been intense, and it's really stupid, and I'll end it off there. Please keep in mind that this video was not meant to harass or insult anyone involved. Please do not go out of your way to harass or attack these people. Thank you all for watching. I hope this kind of situation does not persist for the sake of fans. This is Misato signing out. Good night everyone.